Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to today's video. We're going to be showing you a little bit about the hidden side of van life. Pretty much just showing like the side that nobody else shows. I mean, not every night we're in an amazing location or some beautiful historical park or anything like that. Some nights we're just trying to find somewhere to sleep, whether that's a Walmart parking lot, a truck stop, or anything else in between. So I'm going to kind of show you guys how we cook our dinner, how we find a safe spot wherever we are to sleep, and kind of how we set up for a good night where we're not going to get broken into and be woken up or get the knock at the middle of the night. So that's kind of the goal for today's video. It's a beautiful day today. The sky is blue, the sun is shining, spring has sprung, so let's get into it. There's a Denny's parking lot right there, and I wanted to park at the Denny's, but it has 4-hour maximum customer only. Now I'm not sure how enforced that is, but I don't really want to test it. So I've seen over here at the other side of the parking lot a couple more cars. So I'm gonna park here and kind of get ready for the night and show you what I do. It's actually a lot darker right now than I was hoping for it to be. It's about 10:30 at night, which is a lot later than I expected. But that means we're gonna get a head start on our dinner. And the dinner I picked up, which I've never had, is this freeze-dried backpacking food. So I got lasagna. But one thing I didn't realize is when you put the water into it, it has to be boiled. So I thought you just put any sort of water into these things. That's a little bit foolish on my part, but I thought I could just grab like bottled water, put it in, seal it, shake it, stir it, whatever I need to do and be good to go. I was completely wrong. I need boiled water. So my thought is maybe I can go into the truck stop, get like boiled water from like their coffee hot chocolate stand, and hopefully do that, because I have my gas powered stove, but I didn't bring my gas because I thought this would be good. And if they don't have it, well then we're just gonna put normal water in this and see what happens. So let's go check if they have any hot water in the gas station. Do you guys have a way that I could just get hot water out of any of those machines?
Yeah, so the red tap, the coffee machines, they are hot water.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Thank you. Hot water is a success. You can see, oh, it's steaming. So to make this, what it says to do is just peel the top off, put this in, and then I've got to stir it and leave it sit for 8 minutes, then open it again, stir it again. And then it should give me an entire meal of lasagna. Oh, actually, it smells like lasagna, like the moment you insert it. Or like the moment you open it, I can already smell it. That's what it looks like inside. It's just freeze dried, so should be enough. I think I put too much in. Well, I definitely put, oh, I gotta stir it. Stuff on the spoon. It's kind of gross. But now I gotta let this sit for 8 minutes. I don't want to spill this in my car by accident, so. So while we wait for the food to cook, I want to show you guys just a little bit about how I choose where I'm going to park for the night so I don't get a ticket or get like the knock in the middle of the night. So when I was looking for a place to sleep on Google Maps, I had found this Denny's parking lot, which was a portion of the truck stop, and I kind of assumed that I'd be sleeping in this parking lot here with all the Denny's customers because it's 24-hour. But when I rolled around, I did a little check and looked for signs, and I noticed this. This says that it's 4 hours only, and only customers. So since I'm not gonna be ordering anything from Denny's because I have my amazing backpacking dry freeze lasagna, and I'm gonna be sleeping longer than 4 hours, I had to look around a little bit, and I noticed that over here in this section of the parking lot, there was a Sprinter van. And usually when you see a Sprinter van or any sort of like truck build or anything that looks like traveling, maybe a trailer or an RV, that's a good indication that there's a lot of other travelers sleeping there and they know that this is a sound location. And it's goofy, but there really is strength in numbers. So if there's a lot of you guys who are parked out there, then no one's really gonna do anything about it. So you wanna kind of find the groups and join the group. All right, it's been about 8 minutes now. So I gotta stir it again one more time and then wait 7 more minutes and then it should be ready to go. I feel like I was probably supposed to take this packet out. I don't know how much of a stir I'm supposed to give it here. It's all kind of become a lot more like a clump. There was a lot of water at the bottom, but it's kind of absorbed into all like the lasagna noodles and the meat and whatever else is in there. Package is sealed up. We're ready to go in 7 minutes. Another bonus about sleeping in truck stops is the fact that they have showers. Pretty much all of them have showers, and you can pay about $13 for a shower for half an hour. So if you wake up in the morning and you're feeling gross and you want to at least get clean, truck stops are a good option for that. And truck stops are also a little bit off the highway, so not as like in the middle of a town or a city as a Walmart would be. So just being a little bit outside of town keeps some of the weirdos away. And then you also have the shower available if you'd like. All right, it's time to test out our freeze-dried lasagna. We're gonna find out if it's a boom or a doom. If you know like the double chunk chocolate cookie guy, they say boom or doom. It smells exactly like lasagna. I mean, it's probably because it is, but just like a freeze-dried edition. Cheers. You know what? It's not the worst lasagna I've ever had. For something that was freeze-dried and I used hot coffee water to heat it up, it's actually not bad. Would Denny's have been better? Probably. But for a meal, like if I was backpacking or in the military or sleeping in my car in the middle of a parking lot, I wouldn't complain about this lasagna. Okay, to be honest, that lasagna started tasting pretty bad and there's a lot of it, so I didn't finish it. But I did bring this protein bar because they never let me down. They always taste good and they fail me out. Without having a light on, it really doesn't look as good on camera, but I think this kind of sets the vibe more. Like, to be honest, those like late nights in a parking lot are like a really big vibe. Like if you were a teenager with your friends just like chilling in a parking lot, those are some of like the best times ever. So when I sleep in parking lots like this, I'm not even like weirded out. I'm kind of just like low-key reminiscing on life. Like if you got to experience being a teenager and just mobbing out with your friends every day, that's like some of the peak life experiences. You can just be grateful for that. Wow! This is a dense protein bar. Alright, now we're actually gonna set up to go to bed. So if we're going to sleep during van life or like car camping, I have a 3-step like safety or like prepare to go to bed process that I like to follow. Step 1's already done. That's find a safe spot to sleep. Step 2 is grab my window covers and cover them across every single window. And then step 3 is lock the doors, like with the seat belts around the doors. Now, if you watch, whoa, why did it zoom in? So now if you didn't watch the last video that I posted, it basically shows you like how I set up these window covers. So like this big one unfolds and like has to stay up against my front windshield. And then I have a bunch of other ones that fit perfectly into every window. So if you want to see how that works, just go watch the last video I posted. It shows everything about that, but we're about to go blackout. And just like that, we're blackout. Pretty much any car camping or van life build you find will have some sort of window covering that they have. Mine aren't all the exact same. If you look around, you'll see that some of them are all different, but it's basically whatever works for you and whatever you're most comfortable with. Me, I'm not really comfortable sleeping in a fishbowl. As much as I would love to, I can't breathe underwater. So the fishbowl is out of the question. I'd rather be in complete darkness where I know no one can see inside of the vehicle, because for me that just seems kind of weird. Just the thought of somebody walking past, seeing me absolutely passed out in a car, kind of gives off weird vibes. Okay, and then the final part of my like sleep setup routine is the lockup portion. So basically what I'll do is I'll grab this seat belt right here, wrap it around the handle, and then clip it in. And then I'll just do the same thing in this front seat. I do have my like normal blankets here that I always sleep with, but I thought I was gonna spice it up a little bit today and bring a sleeping bag, because at the end of the day, this is still kind of camping, so why not make it feel more like camping? Oh, come on. I'd say this is one pretty nice sleeping setup if I ever seen one. If anything happens during the night, like maybe a weird knock or anything kind of scary, I'll film and show you guys. But if not, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. I have not looked outside yet. I literally just woke up.
It was raining a lot last night. Oh, the people behind me are still here. Lots of rain. So the plan now is just to put everything back where it was and head on home. But I hope this gave you a good idea of what it would be like if you were on a road trip or heading somewhere and weren't staying in a beautiful spot one night. As far as the future goes, next week I'm for sure going to be paddleboard camping. The weather's nice. And then after that, I'm actually heading out east and I have a big surprise coming up. This vehicle with the short roof may not be mine for long. I may be upgrading to something quite a lot bigger. So follow along for that. That's a super cool surprise. I can't wait to show you guys. And overall, just have a great week, guys. I will see you on Thursday.